Another beautiful day in Virginia Beach, and I'm heading over to my friend's house to pick up his brother's bike and take it out for a spin. The bike is a Fat Bob. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I took it around for a quick spin in the parking lot yesterday, and I had a lot of fun. Oh man, like, so this bike moves like butter. Like, I kid you not. Like, it feels super easy to ride. Like, I'm barely revving this thing. I'm enjoying riding this bike. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Fat Bob. Brakes are pretty solid. This is the Fat Bob, and it's a really nice bike to ride. A lot of power, I'm telling you. Like, I think I found my next bike, boys. Oh my god, I love this bike. I also like the way they gave you this little mount visibility to adjust the angle of your handlebars. Nice touch. Alright, I'm gonna go get some gas here too, and then I'll head out to the Dismal Swamp area. Gas tank is now full. My thigh is burning from this little thing over there. I love the sweeping handles. Everything is very Harley. Got your high beams, your low beams, your horn. What does that button do? So I'm going to be taking the Chesapeake exit. So this road on Indian River splits into two, and I'm pretty sure that the people who are in those lanes over there are going to start crossing over into this lane, just because of trying to make it onto 64. And because I have a motorcycle, they feel like it's safer to be in front of me than behind me. Granted, that's probably true. See, this is what I mean. Traffic doesn't look too bad on the way to Dismal Swamp. So this bike actually has a surprising lean angle. It's got like 31 degrees of lean angle. That's more than I thought it would have. Well, I thought it would stay more upright in the turns, but it actually lets you lean it over a lot. I'm doing about 67 miles an hour right now. I'm barely getting any buffeting. For example, if I'm on my FZ09, I'd probably be getting hit with almost 0.8 times the amount of wind. This feels like nothing to me. I believe this is a 6-speed, so I believe I should have about another gear left after this one. Yeah, I'm really enjoying riding this bike around. It's definitely gives you the cruiser vibe. I believe this is a 3.7 gallon tank, so that's pretty much the same as my FZ09's tank size. And I believe it also gets about 47 miles to the gallon. Oh, I forgot, I'm on a Harley. I shouldn't be waving. Think like a Harley, dude. Have your nose stuck up high. No, I'm just kidding. I love Harley guys. I mean, a lot of my friends are Harley guys. I'm just playing with y'all. Let's see, I'm doing about 71. People are still getting on my butt, so I'll probably switch over to the other lane. Hey, there's that guy that passed me and like cut in front of me to get onto 64. Because, you know, like I said earlier, it's safer to be in front of the motorcycle according to them than behind the motorcycle, which really goes to show you that they might not be the good Samaritan type of mentality, you know. I would hope that you'd rather be behind a motorcyclist just in case that, you know, something wrong happens to him and you have to help him out. Obviously don't follow a motorcycle like up his butt, because then you end up hurting the motorcyclist. But yeah, this bike is pretty quiet actually. Like I barely hear the rumble. I feel the rumble more than I hear the rumble. Also, like my helmet's vents are all open, so like, I mean, I noticed that, you know, there's a motorcycle sound in the air, but it's not deafening. So this still has the stock exhaust on it. That probably makes a lot of difference as well as to how loud these pipes get. I would probably end up changing that. I do like the bar and mirrors that a lot of motorcycles are having, so I probably would change these out for bar and mirrors. The shocks are pretty comfortable. I don't think I would change the way those react. At least for a person my height and weight, I feel very comfortable on this bike. The nice thing is I'm a cruiser, like as in the motorcycle's a cruiser, not that I'm a cruiser, but usually that means that your mentality, there's kind of a little bit of a shift in the thinking, because you don't feel like twisting the throttle to make it run. You're more of, you know, just kind of coasting. Everything about me being on this bike right now kind of gives me the idea that I just want to coast, that I'm not in the mood to like shoot to 120. Even the focus of the bike, like by putting the speed dial below you, it makes me feel like I'm not in the mood to like see how far I can get this speedometer going. It's more of like, I wonder if I can you know, just cruise at this speed until I get to my destination. All right, this is a test for, okay, by the way, this is, we were technically on the highway, so highway wise you're not having any problems. I mean, this bike was, it felt like it was built for the highway. Crunch miles and spit it out its other end, you know. We're about to come up on this grate. I really hate these grates, and I don't know if you've seen the tires on this bike. They're pretty knobby-ish, very like bulky looking, gnarly tires. I mean, I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to react on this. I'm probably going to downshift just in case, because I don't know how they're going to act. So this is what I'm talking about. Nothing. That was pretty easy. Remember that burning on the thigh that I was talking about earlier? I don't feel it now. It feels nice, and probably the only reason why it was burning on my legs was stop and go traffic. And I'm pretty sure that everybody knows that Harleys do get pretty hot in stop and go traffic. I mean, it's no news to a lot of people. Man, this bike is really, really nice. The only thing that I think I might not like about it is these handlebar grips. Very flat. I'd like more texture in my handlebar grips. They're not gnarled enough for me to feel like I'm really gripping them. I kind of feel like my hands do have a little bit of a slide. It's kind of like the grip that you get when you're sliding your hand over a judo mat or something like that, or a yoga mat. Yep, a yoga mat. So there is grip. Wherever you put the pressure on the grip, you end up gripping it pretty well. Like, notice that. Look, this is more lean than I thought I would get. I thought I'd be scraping a pipe or two. Stop semi. Listen to that loud clutch. Okay, so is this bike heavy? Yes. I think, what was it? Like 500 something pounds? 600 something pounds? But do you feel that weight when you're riding? No. Do you feel it when you're turning? Yeah, just a bit. I mean, you kind of have this feeling that you're riding this big cruiser, and it will weigh you down. Please don't turn.
Lunes, yeah, yeah. Antes no era así, quemaba con cuero todo ese dolor. Cuando comprendí que esto no me llevaba a algún lugar y te conocí, solo con un beso me hiciste el amor. Desde eso no quería nada más. Baby, contigo me siento bien, qué feliz yo de ser tu mujer. Me gusta esta versión, lo que yo soy con vos. Yeah, solo necesitaba tu amor. A mi vida pusiste color, son mi mejor versión. Esos gracias a vos, yeah.
Que traigan mujeres, sí, yeah. Sea como sea, siempre te elijo a ti. Todos esos placeres, oh, sin ti mi vida no son nada pa' mí, baby. Somos instantes que duran toda la vida. No brillamos sin oscuridad. Me cambiaste la verdad.
Y a mi no está en venta. Para separar no se inventa. Muchas cosas raras que comentan. Ya no sé, pero baby, contigo me siento bien. Qué feliz yo de ser tu mujer. Me gusta esta versión, lo que yo soy con vos. Yeah, solo necesitaba tu amor. A mi vida pusiste color. Son mi mejor versión, son mi mejor versión. Esos gracias a vos, yeah.
Antes de party tomar como loco, ahora viendo una peli apagando los focos. Sin ropita como te apetece. Vamos a hacerlo por ahí un par de veces. Ya me conoces y tú sabes que yo quiero contigo. Esa vaina del amor combinado con amigos es mejor eso por lo que parece. Te voy a dar todo lo que te mereces, yeah, yeah.
Y a mi no está en venta. Para separar no se inventa. Muchas cosas raras que comentan. Ya no sé, pero baby, contigo me siento bien. Qué feliz yo de ser tu mujer. Me gusta esta versión, lo que yo soy con vos. Yeah, solo necesitaba tu amor. A mi vida pusiste color. Son mi mejor versión, son mi mejor versión. Esos gracias a vos, yeah.
Para que sepas bien, bebé, cambió toda mi vida al verte. Yo solo la paso bien. Ahora que puedo tenerte, mi vida es más bella. Contigo, doncella, te enamores de mí. Eres una estrella.
Solo necesitaba tu amor, a mi vida pusiste color, son mi mejor versión. Esos gases de voz, yeah, yeah.
So this is the Harley Davidson Fat Bob. So I was riding this bike all the way from Virginia Beach to the Dismal Swamp, and that's where we are right now. We're at the bicycle trail area, and boy, when I say it's a fun bike to ride, it is a fun bike to ride. This seat is insanely comfortable, and this little hump for the backrest, it helps a ton. Exhaust sounds really good. Let me see if I can turn this on. First you pull down on this, and then you just pull this. These headlights, they're really nice. I think it gives the bike a lot of character. Here are the tires that I was talking about earlier. See how knobby these things are. Here's a little radiator on this thing. I'm gonna give it a little toot toot. That's very loud. Yep, so this gives us the ability to turn the handlebar and then set it to whatever handlebar height that we want. So my GoPro died on me and I can't record on my way back now, but overall, the best motorcycle I've ridden in a while. Like, I kid you not, it felt great. It had a lot of pull. Like, I'm telling you, like an insane amount of pull. You can just say, Lad said this is a great bike, and go with it, because it was amazing.